Hey guys, so I wanted to do something with you guys while I have some people on here. I have been following, I don't know if you guys follow like true crime on YouTube, but I have been, where's she outside? I'll get her. I've been following the Chris Watts case for since it happened. And I love true crime. I go to bed listening. Hey, Jamie. I go to bed listening to podcasts, true crime podcasts. And I love true crime. Well, let me tell you, I got to explain to you guys what's going on so you'll understand, okay? So I got really into the Chris Watts case and the murders of those baby girls and that wife and the unborn baby. And so I started following a bunch of channels that were talking about it, right? Sorry, I know it's dark. I don't have a light in here. Come on now, computer. I need this light. Okay. I started following a bunch of channels that were making videos about it. Well, I fell upon this channel called Molly Go Lightly, right? Okay, well, lately here, I've been noticing that all these videos have been popping up, like exposing this lady called Molly Go Lightly. And you guys can find her channel. The channel's called Ask Go Lightly. Well, she basically shot to stardom and got 20,000 subscribers like within a month by talking about the Chris Watts case. Yes. So she like rose to stardom by basically making videos about the Chris Watts case and somehow getting into contact with Frankie Rusek, which is Shanann Watts's brother. And like, anyway, so long story short, this woman literally is begging. She's always begging her subscribers for donations. She's always asking them for money. And she calls it working because she says she's a life coach. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to go watch because I'm subscribed to her because I found her because I was listening to this Watts case, right? Well, okay, so that's fine. If people want to donate to her, that's their fucking deal. But this is the thing, you guys. Like, I cannot believe. Yeah, I know. And it's all from super chats and getting donations from her subscribers, you guys. And here, okay, so I'm going into my YouTube settings right now. And I'm looking in my description box, and I have my Patreon link, and I'm taking that out. Okay? I'm taking out my Patreon link because I just cannot, I don't want anybody to think that I'm ever trying to, like, well, no, I'll leave it in there. Okay, what about any money sent to my PayPal link will go to buying a camera and editing software so I can make better quality content for you. Please do not donate. I'm going to say, please do not tip if you do not have the means. I absolutely understand. Your continued support on my channel means the world to me. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for helping me stay sober. And then I have my PayPal linked. Okay, and then I have my Patreon also, which I don't have any patrons, but if you do want to become a patron, you can. But the reason I'm talking about this right now is because I want to make sure that, like, okay, I would never get on here and beg anybody for anything, you know? And I know, okay, so I'm talking about this because it kind of turned me off from, like, I really liked watching this Ask Go Lightly lady, right? But until I started watching her and realizing that every live stream that she was doing was her getting donations from people, getting money, you guys. And I I've literally, from my little PayPal link that's linked in the description, you guys, I kid you not, I have gotten $10.60. That is all. That is all. And so I was just thinking to myself how crazy it is that anybody would even say anything to me about it, because I haven't even gotten any money from that. And this lady, you guys, is raking in the money, and her channel isn't even helping people. Like, her channel is literally her talking about drama, and she's making money hand over fist. Okay? And I'm over here. Real talk. Okay. Yeah, she literally says, like, okay, one day she linked, yes, to get coffee, Jamie. Exactly. And you know where that $10 went, you guys? It went in my gas tank, real talk. Because I just put it in my gas tank. But when I get a camera and I start editing my videos, it's fixing to go down. Y'all don't even understand. For those of you that are here with me now, that have stuck with me since the beginning, y'all fixing to see my content is fixing to be out of control. And I'm telling you, like, I'm going to have you guys on. I want my subscribers to come on and share their stories. I want to take you guys with me to, like, meet people that are early in recovery and, like, get to know them. And we're going to go do stuff out in the streets. And, like, me and Nate are going to go to, like, meet moms who are, like, having their kids in DHS and kind of go help them. It's going to be cool. But I got to get this camera so that way I can vlog with it and stuff. But I'm on my way. Like, here's the deal, you guys. I have the money for the camera. I put it away in savings. I'm not buying it yet because I need like $200 more dollars. But I was able to kind of pinch money out of and put it and just, you know, I got it. I got the hustle. So I got I can get a camera. I just have to figure out like a good camera that I want to get for vlogging, you know what I mean? So that I can carry around with me. So I'm going to start looking, and I'm going to have it. This is January. I should have it by the 1st of March. And once I get that camera and I can start carrying it around like this and vlogging, it's going to be cool. I'm excited. I have all kinds of ideas. I feel like, and you guys tell me if you think this is happening. I feel like my ideas, I feel like people are coming over to my channel and watching my content and then making videos that are like mine. And I'm not going to say who I think it is, and I'm not going to bust them out. And I seriously, imitation is the finest. What is that? Is the most flattery you can get when somebody imitates your stuff. Like, what I mean by that is like, you can't imitate the passion and the realness that I have over here for helping others, and the transparency and the straight up authenticity of me. Okay. So people can take my ideas and make videos all they want, but that shit's not going to hit like it does when I talk about it. You know what I mean? And I know you guys know what I'm talking about too. And I feel like it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I try not to watch other people's videos because I don't want to like have my ideas tainted. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a crazy YouTuber, you guys, because I'm serious. I'm not even lying to you. I have a friend that has like a lot of subscribers, and I swear to God that he is literally watching my videos and then making videos just like them, like taking my ideas. And I'm like, oh, hell no. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I just got to keep on plugging away at it, uploading consistently and talking with you guys. I'm just getting excited about my YouTube channel because we're at 700 subscribers. I never, ever thought I would ever have 700 people that wanted to listen to anything I had to say, you guys. And I know listen to me. It kind of gets me a little in my feelings, you know what I mean? But then I go and I watch their video and I'm like, it would have been good if I was in it, you know? They're just like, okay. Calm down, Nicole. My ego is out of control right now, y'all. And y'all know that ego is an addict's #1 enemy. If our egos are out of check and we think that we're the shit, then that's not good. So I need to get myself back in check. I'm just having a good self-confidence day today. I usually don't have those days, you know. Usually I'm second-guessing myself all the time, and I'm really starting to feel good about the decisions I'm making here on my channel and with you guys and just helping others, you know. I had to tell you guys about this lady. I mean, y'all don't even understand. Like, you guys should see how, like, all the money, honestly, I'm not going to lie. Like, it really kind of makes me think, like, wow, imagine what I could do with all that. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss J. Thank you. Imagine what I could do if I had all that money coming at me from people. But that's the thing. I almost feel like when you're like, okay, when you're saying, I'll help you, I'll help you. I'm a life coach. And then people are giving you money, expecting you to give them a good or a service. And all you're giving them is a YouTube video. Like, that's a kind of a jip, you know? That's why, like, my Patreon, if people sign up for my Patreon, each person that signs up will have one-on-one time with me. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's not like a prize or anything, but I mean like one-on-one time to tailor a recovery plan just for that person. You know what I'm saying? And I really think, no, I know that I'm good at helping people tailor plans for them, you know? Yeah. It is, Jamie. That's how I also feel about it, because here's the thing. That's why, like, I think that, you know, a lot of us don't have money to be getting on YouTube and giving it to YouTube, to people that make videos. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, like, honestly, you guys, I'm not a patron of anyone's channel because I don't have money to give people to watch their channel. That's just usually for free. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that luxury of just, and also I don't find it that important to me. Okay, girl, see you later. Like, watching people's content on YouTube is free. So why would I pay you for it, even if it was extra? And that's kind of why I think that a lot of people probably like, what am I going to do? Upload. I tell you guys everything here on my channel. I expose every part of my life here. There's no secret. So there's really not anything I could do on my Patreon that would be special unless I, like, stripped down naked over there, you know, made videos. And then probably nobody would want to come. Or I could be, look at me. I could do a triple X rated Snapchat for y'all. Do you think anybody would want that? But, so anyway, okay, about this lady, Miss Golightly. So, I watched this other lady called, I think her name is called The Pink Lady, and she makes satire, like funny-ass videos, impersonating this lady. I know, right? I heard about that, Jamie, showing my vajayjay. Whatever. I'll tell you a true story about stripping, though. You want to hear one? So, when I was in my active addiction, I was dating this guy. His name was LD. Y'all have heard about him. And me and him had been up for like 7 days or something without any sleep. And I had my rent money because I got paid. It was like a Friday, and I had like $350 for rent inside this little, like, box thing that I had on my top shelf above all my, like, dishes. Like, you know, cabinets in a trailer, how they have that little space right there. I had it up there in box. And we were tweaking. We had all of our friends over just kicking it and partying. Hey! Well, it was time to pay the rent the next morning, and I went to go get that box, and the money was gone. And there was 2 people in the house with me and LD. These 2 twins. They were called the Terry twins. So I locked the door, and LD got his gun, and I made these girls strip down butt-ass naked. because I know they had the money. Well, guess where this girl had the money at? She had a cast on that was all the way up to her groin on her leg. She had that money stuffed so far down in that cast that we had to get it out with a hanger. But anyway, true story. I made them girls strip down naked like I was in the mafia. I was not playing with them bitches. Give me my money, ho. You know, like, don't fucking come over stealing my motherfucking money. When I was in my addiction, I stole money from my mom at her purse sometimes. And I've made amends for that. But I never went into people's houses and robbed them. Like, I would go into Walmart and take shit before I would take it from somebody else. But it doesn't matter. It's still stealing, you know? You understand, Sharon? Like, we were fucking, like, we were like the wild, wild west tweakers, okay? And I had to be like that because so many people would come into my house that were on dope that would take my shit. You know what I mean? So I had to check people before they left the door every day. Before they walked out the front door, I would say, oh, you got to stop right there because I got to check you. Frisk ya. Okay, so this lady is getting all these donations in the name of this Watts case. And it's like, lady, you should see her house, you guys. This mansion that she's living in. It's beautiful. And she gets donations all the time. Yeah, it was, you know what? Her other sister had like something, I don't know, they were the Terry twins. One of them was down the cast and the other one had something, like, I think it was like some jewelry or something I had that was like right in her side of her leg. But those girls, I'm telling you what, dude, they would take anything. That's what they did. Like, they would, listen to this, you guys, they would take me around, and we would go through the Walmart parking lot and we would open up people's doors. Isn't that horrible? I feel bad about that. Oh, Jamie, it's okay. We've all been there, girl. I've done the same thing. My parents weren't on medication because they were dying, but my mom had Percocet left over from a dental surgery that she had, and I stole them. You know, but that's the thing. When our addictions take hold, it doesn't matter. Like, we will go and we will take whatever we can get our hands on because we're desperate. You know what I mean? Like, we need to feel better. You don't have to hate yourself, though, because here's the deal. That's that shame. And sure, what you did was wrong. You take full responsibility for it now, okay? And you know what you can do? You can write your dad a letter, okay? Even though he's in heaven. Write him a letter, okay? And put it in an envelope, address it to him in heaven, okay? And then, like, put it under your pillow and leave it there forever. Or put it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, but write him a letter and tell him, Dad, when you were sick, I took this, and I want you to know I'm so sorry, and I love you, and I hope that you're safe up there in heaven, you know? That's a way to work through shit like that, is like writing it down and getting it out of you. Because, listen, what good is it going to do to shame yourself? What good is it going to do to be mad at yourself? It was a mistake. You know it was the wrong thing to do. Now you have to move on and grow from it. Because, listen, sister, if I beat myself up all the time about all the things that I've done, Lord help us, I would be crying every day, all day, never coming out of the house. I would never make any kind of progress, you know, in my recovery because I would be beating myself up. Especially, you know, for me, I'm super hard on myself about what happened when I was in my addiction, when I was pregnant with my son. And it's hard for me to think that I need to forgive myself, but I know that I do. And I know that, you know, that forgiveness is what I'm going to be able to move forward and grow. And we had to go through what we went through. Girl, it had to get that bad to where you were robbing your dad for his pills, you know, because that's what it took for you to get to where you are now. Yeah, there you go. And just, that's exactly what you should do. Okay, Jamie? I'm telling you right now, and really write down all the things that you want to say to your dad that you never got to say. Write down everything that you feel in your heart that you wanted to say to him that you didn't get to say before he went. And put it in his urn. Good idea. That I had to do that when my friend committed suicide. One of the exercises, hey Classy, one of the exercises my counselor had me do was to write a letter to my friend. And I wrote her a letter telling her how mad I was at her for committing suicide and for leaving without telling me goodbye. And I mean, I was cussing her ass out. And then I had to write myself a letter of her replying and what I think she would say back to me, which was crazy. And then, you know what happened? One of the people I was in treatment with sat in front of me. I sat on a chair and they sat across from me. And I read the letter to them like they were Nikki. And then they read the letter back to me that I wrote, that Nikki wrote me as Nikki. And I was bawling my eyes out. I never like processed that my friend died, you know, and killed herself. I really got into my addiction right after that happened, and I started shooting up and stuff. And so I cried my eyes out in the middle of the whole rehab, you guys. We were all in a circle. There was like 20 of us in treatment. And it was me and another girl in the middle of the circle. And it was a guy and girl treatment center. Because most of the treatment centers I've been to have been all women. But this one was a co-ed. So it was really like... And my best friend in there was a guy who was gay. His name was Scott. And I remember afterward, he just held me and let me cry forever. Like, when I think about it, I still cry thinking about her, you know, dying. Because we were fucking thick as thieves, y'all. Like, we were fucking crazy. And she worked at JCPenney with me when I worked at the cosmetic counter. And I was 18. We were both 18. We had just graduated high school. And we got jobs together at the mall. And we had some good times together. But she was very, very, very sad. And we had to write down all of our transgressions. Yeah, Carrie. Yeah. That's usually what they say for you to do is to burn it. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but y'all know, it's like very freeing. What's the word? Cathartic. I think that's how it is. But anyway, it was a really good experience, and it helped me to process and get through a little bit of the grieving process from losing her. She was a good friend to me, and even though we were using drugs and alcohol, I loved her, you know? We were so close, you guys. Like, we would sleep in the same bed together. When she got married, I was her for the ceremony, except for her wedding dress. She had her own wedding dress. But our dresses were like this pale, like, yellow color. Really pretty, like, baby yellow color. And they were the one shoulder dresses like this, straight down, satin color. It was so beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yes, Charity. I'm the same way. I think about Nikki all the time. And then, you know, my other friend that we lost this last September in 2018, Ashley, that was like another situation where I just couldn't believe that, you know, taking your own life, you guys, I really, it makes me... it doesn't ever have to be that bad to where you take your own life. You know what I mean? You know, and sometimes, Charity, when I'm thinking about these story times and stuff, and I'm sharing them with you guys, like, sometimes when I think back to those times, that, like, I remember being in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, I remember Nikki and her husband, like, basically cleaning out this whole room so I could move in with them, because my boyfriend at the time was beating me up all the time. And so I finally got up the balls to like leave them, and they let me move in with them, and they cleaned out this whole room and made me shelves and a whole little closet thing, and they even paid my credit card bills and my car payment while I was out of work because I was like such a freaking wreck, you know. But those were the kind of friends they were. Like they would do anything for me. And when I look back on it, I like kick myself in the ass for going back to that guy, because I went back to him and I wasn't living there anymore. And when I lived there with her and her husband, I was like, you know, it was like she needed to have me there, because it was like, I don't know how to explain it. She was just, a lot of times she would be at home by herself and she was lonely, and her husband, I don't know what he was doing, but I think he might have been cheating on her, but she needed me there to distract her, you know. And then I left and went and moved back in with him, and then she committed suicide. And so it was just this huge, like, I kicked myself in the ass for a long time after that, you know what I mean? I do, and I block a lot. I block a lot of the things out that happen, and then when I'm talking on these videos, I'll just like have it come to my mind, and that, or come in my mind, and then I'll share it, you know. But a lot of the times, like if I sit down and I try to think or plan out story times for you guys, I literally cannot do it. Love you, Rory. I will like hit a roadblock in my mind. But if I just come on here and start just talking with you guys about life, and then all of a sudden a story time will come to my mind. And it's just weird, but like that's how I try to do my videos, just kind of like not mapping them out, you know? I mean, I really, because it just comes off the top, out of the top of my head, you know? And like I'm just talking to my friend, like I'm just at the house chilling. I'm just talking to y'all. But yes, Charity. And I'll tell you this, whenever this is the kind of friendship we had. Like me and we all would make like on I think it was Monday Night Raw, you know, wrestling. Every night when we would all get home, we would watch Monday Night Raw together. Me, her, and her husband. We would all three be laying on the couch together. I mean, there was even a point in time where I was so scared to sleep in my own bed that they let me sleep with him at night. Of course, she slept in the middle, and I didn't sleep by her husband or anything weird like that. But, like, I could sleep in the bed with her and her husband, and, like, they were just that good of my friends. Like, they cared about me and didn't want me to be, because I was afraid, because I was having, listen, you guys, I was so, this guy that I was with beat me up so bad that I would go to sleep at night and have these horrible night, like, tremors and, like, nightmares about him chasing me and trying to bounce my head off the concrete, you know. And I would go to bed at night and I would hear his car outside, because he drove this like little Ford Probe that had like the motor drop down low, and so it was like really, really loud. And so like I would hear his car outside, and I would be so afraid that he was going to come in that house and just beat the shit out of me, you know? Because that's what he would do. He would just come and beat the shit out of me. And it was just horrible. It was horrible. And then they let me stay there and helped me get back on my feet. And then, of course, like a straight up battered woman, my dad would always say, like, you have battered woman syndrome. You don't need to. I would go back, and then I would come out of it and leave again. Then I would go back. And then, I mean, finally, I got away. But it wasn't because of anything of my doing, you know. It was because I was just like, he finally had done so much bad stuff to me and robbed me and taken everything that even mattered to me. You know, I wouldn't even know how to act if Neil ever tried to do something like that to me, because he's never done anything like that. It's really not cool at all. It's terrible. It's very scary when you get to know somebody and you've been with them for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden they start beating you up. Like, that's how it was. It was like 2 years went by. Everything was cool. He had never done anything like that. And then the next thing you know, he's like beating me. So I would go to the hospital and I'd have to lie and tell them that I fell or stupid shit like that. But I know the warning signs now, and now I know that, you know, I was just, I was in a bad situation back then, but I'm not anymore, and I'm very grateful that I'm not. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I just wanted to come over here and shoot the shit with y'all for a few minutes. I'm going to come on tomorrow when I get off work. Tomorrow's Monday, so we're back to our schedule, our regular scheduled program. And love you too, Shanna. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to do a live stream. If you guys, I love you too, Classy. If you guys have anything that y'all want me to talk about, comment down below, message me on Instagram, whatever you need to do. Love you, Charity. Love you, ladies. I'm so glad that I have you guys in my life to just sit here and talk with you. You know, it's not every day that you can come on and share, you know, some of your deepest, darkest secrets and things that normally you wouldn't talk about with people, and they don't judge you, or, you know, and that's what I like about this little family that we have over here, is that everybody is so open-minded and thoughtful and caring. So I just really appreciate y'all's support.
Don't cry again. Don't cry again.
So anyway, Nate doesn't want me to cry, so I will talk to you guys later, and I hope y'all have a good day. Jamie, I need you to call me now. Call me, girl. Damn it. Good night, you guys.